Hello YouTube! Today I want to showcase my Pitzerker. It's hands down the best magic finding character in the game. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So as you can see, I'm using a Shako with a perfect Ptopaz in it. And that's just because I haven't found a Cham rune yet. So I'm gonna use an alternative to get cannot be frozen. I'll show that in a second. I'm using Enigma, and I chose a breastplate because I like the looks of it, and it's a low strength requirement chest, so yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm using a Trang-Oul's belt for the cannot be frozen mod, and also it has a lot of other nice stats, but yeah, mainly for the cannot be frozen. I'm using a 10 FCR magic finding ring, and it has some nice bonus stats on it as well. But you could either use a ring or an amulet to hit the 105 breakpoint. But yeah, the ring is the best spot for it for sure. Then I'm using chance guards, not much to say here. Then I'm using a grief. Yeah, it's not the best roll, but it gets the job done. I'm using a sick magic finding ring that I found. You could also use a 30 magic find nail here, but I feel like losing 5 magic find for 15 always is definitely worth it. Then I'm using a Highlords amulet, but you could also use a cast amulet here to reach the 105 faster cast rate breakpoint, but Highlords is the best choice for sure. Then I'm using a 6-isted Phaseblade, but you could also use a 6-isted crystal sword here, since they changed the orphan IS bug. Then I'm of course using war trollers, not much to say here. And I'm using a 40 magic find Girth. I was pretty lucky getting that. I'm using a decent annulus I found. And of course a Barbarian torch. And then I of course have a full inventory of magic find small charms. They're not all 7 magic find, but yeah, it's a work in progress. On my weapon switch, I'm using Suicide Brands and Wizard Spike, both with an ist. You could choose to use 2 Wizard Spikes here, but this combo is just as good in my opinion. And you really want to ist these because you're switching to these when you're hawking. Because when you're hogging thousands of corpses, you're gonna save a lot of time using your caster weapons instead of your killing weapons. For my Merc, I'm using max magic find set at the moment, but yeah, you could really use anything here. He is using a steel skull for the nice stats and magic find. I'm using Scholar's Eye on him, also for the magic find. And of course, I'm using Insight on him, because meditation hour, and yeah, this is a must-have. All the other items are optional. And now on to my Merc's stats. As you can see, I have a solid 175 magic find on my Merc. So when he kills a monster, get the killing blow on a monster, that adds to my total magic find. So yeah, that's a nice little bonus. And now on to my Barbarian stats. As you can see in the caster form, I still have a nice amount of magic find, so it's not a huge deal to switch into these for hawking. And on my kill switch, my stats are looking like this. I have almost a 700 magic find, so yeah, it's pretty decent. And now let's have a look at my current skills. I maxed out Howl for big fear and of course for the Berserk damage buff. I maxed out Find Potion because of the flat 1% bonus to find item. At the moment I have 10 hard points into find item and 1 point into shout, battle orders and battle command. I of course maxed out Blade Mastery. And then I have 1 point into the standard 1 point wonders. And of course I've maxed out Berserk. I'm considering respeaking to max out both find potion and find item, so I can get the last 4% to find item. And the reason I chose to max out Howl instead of battle orders is because I really don't need the extra health or the buff time that battle orders provide. I feel like Howl radius and fear time is a lot better than the extra points into battle orders, but yeah, you can do whatever you feel like. Now let's do a showcase run. Nice, and arachnids. Sadly it's ethereal. I have 2 arachnids already, and one of those are also ethereal, so yeah, big rip. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video and learned some new stuff. And of course, like and subscribe if you liked the video. I will be uploading more content in the future.